Right, welcome back. Time to insulate the van. So I'm using DODO mat throughout their 3 sort of tier system, and I'm using this product throughout the entire van. I'm not sponsored at all, but it's just the best out there. So first things first, I've got to do the cab. So it's time to start cleaning. Obviously it was absolutely minging this floor, so really took a lot of effort just to get it clean. Ready for the prep. Okay, so I just made sure the floor was immaculate. It was, had 10 years of dirt in there, so just really went over it with a fine tooth comb, got all the dirt up, and then I was ready to start laying. So it's really simple process. Just peel off the back, get a heat gun or hairdryer in my case, the missus, thank you very much, and basically just stick. The aim is to basically get as many large mats as possible down. It just obviously helps with the soundproofing. And I just took my time. Cutting it's really simple, did everything under the steps, as far up the bulkhead wall as I could, and the result come out really well in the end. So this basically took me about half an hour, the first sort of side, and here's the result. All completely sound deadened, looking pretty good, ready to attack the next side. Okay, so straight in with the next side, more of the same, just being careful to remove the seatbelt sensors and whatever else is just in the way. I went as far up inside as I could without having to remove like a hell of a lot of trim. But suffice to say, I took this van out with nothing on it whatsoever, like literally just the bare metal, and then I've taken it out once I've insulated it, and it makes one hell of a difference. You can really have a pretty chill conversation on the motorway with no issues whatsoever, whereas before I couldn't drive down the high street. I couldn't even hear myself think. So it's a really good product. I really back it. It's reasonably thick and it's pretty heavy, and definitely wear gloves, because I'm basically like the reverse of Edward Scissorhands at the moment. Instead of scissors, I've just got cuts everywhere. So and it's not great cleaning your hands with sort of carburetor spray every 5 seconds either. So wear gloves, because the aluminium is super sharp and it cuts your fingers to ribbons. So here I'm just going to start doing the cab. I've got the cab upgrade system from Combe Valley Campers. Same again, just got to remove a few bits in the headliner and just really get amongst it with the sound deadening. I'm really sorry for that yellow audio cable that's just in the way, but really it's just a case of do that and then get the second layer of the thermoliner installed. Nice and simple. And here's the end result after a couple of hours of work. Cab completely insulated, good to go. Here's the end result, and it made a hell of a difference, as I said, when driving. Thermoliner installed on the top. I'll get some insulation on it before we start. Right, we're just installing the sound deadening mats now. So this is the DODO sound deadening mat. We're using the whole DODO system for the van because it's the best that money can buy, essentially. So essentially it's just peel off, nice and simple. It's got this sticky sort of back on it. Get your hair dryer or your heat gun out and just give it just soften it up a bit. And then literally just a case of sticking it on the panel where you want to sound deaden. Get it right over that curb, get it nice and stuck in. And the thing with this is it's like a blanket. You don't really want to see a lot of van builders and a lot of people on YouTube putting one of these on each panel thinking that's good enough. If you think of it as a blanket, it's still going to let plenty of noise through. So what we're doing is covering the entire van in this product and the vapor barrier, and it should make a marked difference to the noise that we see. So yeah, just keep doing that whole van, and you'll watch a time lapse of us now. the sound deadening's on, you can apply the Thermoliner Pro, which is essentially a vapor barrier. So we just used as big a sections as we possibly could, just to reduce all the any vapor that's going to build up, you know, from condensation from being inside the van. And then the third layer of the insulation really is just this sort of foam, recycled plastic layer, which just basically gets sprayed on with adhesive and bobs right on. And then we just did some first fix electrics, but I later removed it because it just got all in the way. But essentially that's a sort of 3-step system for insulating the van, and it made, well, it already has made a real difference. To do the floor, we did was got the old floor, clearly just lay it over the top of the ply, and then just cut sort of put the template out and then just cut it nice and simple. So this is just a temporary floor. It's just to save me damaging the insulation before I get the actual floor fitted, which will be 18mm ply. Right, here we are just dry fitting the floor just before we actually put anything down, like the insulation, and then as soon as we've done that, just rip it straight back out again. And we just crack on with the insulation. Sorry about the video quality. These two time lapses are taken off my brother's phone, and it's like a 3310 compared to my 13 Pros. But yeah, anyway, got it nipped. Cut some of the templates out using the flooring, which you see us doing now. A couple of beers. Cheers, thanks for coming. This went down pretty easy. It's just like a rubber matting, but again, really easy to install. And then as soon as we'd finished up that, trimmed out the back, floor straight back in. And we were done for the day, basically. Well, it's a different van. We got the floor in, and I've just put the 2 seats in, so you can see there. We can take it out this afternoon and go for a little drive. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good, to be fair. Rear windows look great. Side windows, 2 side windows, and then the cab's looking completely normal, as if nothing ever happened. The only telltale sign is through a couple of holes in the floor, you can see the sound deadening. But yeah, headliner's all in, insulated, all the doors are insulated, everything's done.